be talking a little bit about some credit today. Hmm. How is your credit? Do you know what your credit score is? Do you want to know what your credit score is? Or do you have an idea and you just don't want to know? But you have one, so you should want to know. So, whatever it is, you can make it better. Okay? It's okay. You can look at it. It's just a score, it's just a 3-digit number that your life is based on, called FICO score. So, did you know that your score, you have quite a bit of stuff that's based on your credit score? And one of them is that a lot of people don't know is your car insurance. How much is your car insurance? And if you was to look at your credit score in regards to your car insurance, it's going to be, if you have a bad score, it's going to be higher than necessary because they charge you because you have a bad credit score. So they add some extra money on there. Okay. So that's something that you can change. Another thing that they base your credit score on, and if you're in an apartment and you move from one apartment to the other, they usually run your credit. Okay, and that's based on your credit score. So your credit score determines what zip code you're gonna live in. Okay, same thing if you're buying a home. Depends on what your credit score is. Depends on whether you even qualify for a loan, or if you qualify for a loan and you're trying to stay in a certain range. That means that, hey, what would you be buying a house at? Okay, so it's still determining your zip code. Okay. Okay, and a lot of people don't know how your credit score is calculated. It has actually five components to it. So, and you might not know what they are, but you have 100%, but then they base your different things on that. Okay, so 35% of it is just based on how well you pay your bills. Okay, just what you've been taught. They at least taught you that in school. They didn't teach you a whole lot of finance, but they taught you how that you was going to need some money. Okay, and then they taught you that you should make quite a bit of money. Okay, and pay your bills on time. But I'm gonna ask you this question: do you really know why they don't teach you finance in school? Do you really know? Have anybody ever took the time out to research that, to find out why they do not teach financial literacy? Well, they did not teach financial literacy in school. Now they're requiring it in certain schools in certain areas. Okay, but they just started that within the last 2 or 3 years. So the question is, um, do you know why they don't teach finance in school? I'm gonna give you a homework assignment. I want you to look up Rockefeller. Yep, Rockefeller. Rockefeller said in the, what was it, 60s or 50s? I don't know exactly, but look up Rockefeller. He said he was not training, wanting people to go to school to be thinkers. He wanted them to go to school to be workers. Hmm. Y'all think about that. So, what are they teaching in school? How to graduate, go to college, make more debt, and get a job because they need people to work and work and work in this government system. So, that's why they don't teach financial literacy in school. Did you know that? So, but you're not in school anymore. You have an opportunity to teach yourself financial literacy. Okay? Financial literacy will benefit you because you're dealing with money all the time. and you have nobody to hold you back now. So why not learn about financial literacy for yourself? I guarantee you, you will save a lot of money. Okay. Okay. So that's your homework assignment to actually look up Rockefeller. See why they don't teach financial literacy in school. Okay. But we're not in school anymore, so we can learn as much as we want, however we want. Okay. I'm going to give you two books that's pretty good that helps you get your mind, stimulate your mind about wealth. Okay. In financial literacy, I'm going to give you two things that I'm reading. This is one. And if you know about Robert Kiyosaki, he actually teamed up with Tom Wheelwright. He's a CPA. And if you don't, I guess this is looking backwards, so you're not looking at it right. So the name of it is Tax Free Wealth. Okay. How to build massive wealth by permanently lowering your taxes. Okay. Cause that's another thing that they have you doing is paying taxes. Do you know you pay approximately about 35 to 40% of your paycheck back to the government? So you want to know how to avoid paying those taxes back to them and keeping that money in your pocket? You need to start studying about taxes, financial literacy, how to keep more money in your pocket. Okay. All right. And the name of this book is Tax Free Wealth. Okay. And it's a book that is by Rich Dad. Um, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Tom Wheelwright. Okay. And it looks like this, guys. Okay. Now, this is something else to stimulate your mind is Tony Robinson. Okay. Awesome motivational speaker. So Tony Robinson, and he has a lot of books. His books and his donations go back to Feed the Hungry. So when you buy something from him, you are actually help feeding the hungry. And this one is Unshakable. Okay, guys, Unshakable. I guarantee you, if you get these two books, it stimulates your mind about financial literacy and wealth. Okay, this is a little something. You always want to use to kind of base everything on it. There's plenty of scriptures in here, plenty of scripture about wealth. Okay, check it out. Google it. Wealth, money making. Okay, top it off. Started out with this. Okay, always pay your tithe, and no matter what you make, pay that tithe. And it's going to benefit you. Okay. All right, guys. Let's see what else is we talking about. Anybody have any questions? Anybody have any questions? Put your questions in here. We're going to talk a little bit about. So I told you a little bit about. Okay, stimulus. They still talking about the stimulus packet, Mr. Goodson, because they will be going out on vacation, and they're not going to be putting that back on the agenda until they get back into the Senate from recess over the holidays. Okay. Ha! I'm glad I said something about the holidays, guys. Are y'all celebrating July the 4th? Or are y'all celebrating Juneteenth? July the 19th. I mean, is it July the 19th? Or Juneteenth? So it has to be June the 19th. See, I didn't know anything about Juneteenth until I came to Texas. Okay. So you might want to check that out. Juneteenth versus July the 4th. Okay, guys. It's June the 19th. Thank you. It is June the 19th, guys. Prepare to celebrate on June the 19th. We ain't celebrating on July 4th. I'm going to leave it like that. Okay. June the 19th. Celebrate, guys. That is in a couple of days. Okay. All right. I'm going to leave it like that. Once again, we want to shop Black-owned businesses. This is our time to grow and obtain and walk through many doors that's available to us. So shop Black-owned businesses. Hashtag Shop Black 2020. Okay. If you want to see my video that I made, you can go back and actually put that in, and it should take you to that video. Okay, guys. All right. Let's see. Anybody have any other questions? Let's see. Because they want everybody to stay in debt, Mr. Goodson. Mr. Goodson, you real close. You real close. You real close. Stay in debt. Get on the little wheel and just keep going round and round in circles. Keep going round and round. And let me ask you this question, guys. And we talk about credit and getting out of debt and all of that. Let me ask you this question that you need to think about. If you were doing what you're doing now, right now, or when you go back to work or whatever, if you're not at work, if you continue to do that, I say 5 years down the road, but I'm going to say 2 years down the road, can you double your income? Can you double your income with what you're doing right now? 2 years down the road, can you double it? If you're making $15 an hour on that job, can you make $30 an hour on that job in 2 years? Yeah, think about it. The answer is that is 99.999% no. So, but you can do it if you're your own boss. All you got to do is have a strategy plan and your goals, set your goals, pray about it, and just do it. Like Nike, just do it. Okay, somebody say they taking off on Juneteenth. So y'all already know it's June the 19th. So call in and take off and do what you got to do. Let's celebrate Juneteenth. Okay, guys? Let's make it big. Okay, guys. Anybody have any other questions? Any questions about stimulus? I did have some people that was inboxing me, and one of them did tell me this is some information about the stimulus packet that the prior stimulus packet, not the new one, that's not the second one, but the first one, guys. I'm talking about the first stimulus, guys. Okay. Now, we know that there was an issue with the children, the dependents on the tax return that was 17 and above. Okay. So if you had children or dependents on your tax return that was 17 and above, they are actually getting stimulus right now. They are actually getting those stimulus for those dependents. So if you're on Social Security, keep an eye on your Social Security account, and they are giving $1,200 for those dependents. So keep an eye on that. Another thing that somebody inboxed me was that if on the first stimulus, guys, I'm talking about the first stimulus, okay? If your child's biological father, who you or whoever, if they were on child support, okay, just like if they were on child support and they had a arrearage and actually owe for that child, and they had not been paying, when they do a tax return, that refund goes to the other parent that's actually caring for that child. Okay, so they're doing a stimulus like that also. I had somebody to inbox me. They did receive the stimulus of that other individual, the parent, that the non-supporting parent. They got a stimulus, which is they owe child support. And we knew that people that owe child support was not going to get a stimulus. Therefore, their stimulus went to that person, the supporting person of the child. Okay. So if you're that individual that's supporting that child and the other parent is on child support, you will receive that stimulus. Okay. So just keep an eye out for that. Okay. So you should be receiving that also. Let's see. It was one other thing. Somebody else inboxed me, and it was actually Miss Murphy, and I am not exactly sure what she was saying. But let me tell you guys about the webinar that I'm hosting on tonight. Is 7:00 p.m. sharp. 7:00 p.m. sharp. It will approximately be 30 minutes and we're done. Okay. Cannot be late. Need to log in early, at least 5 minutes early. Get your spot. Okay, 5 minutes early, and download the Zoom app. Okay. And this is going to be talking about getting medical bills, repos, late payments, old collections, student loan deleted from your credit report. I'm going to give you some options and an opportunity to get some information and something to help you to take care of that. Okay. Once again, the webinar starts at 7 p.m. sharp. Log in 5 minutes early. Download the Zoom app. Okay. Now, some phones take a while to download it, depending on how old your phone is. But so you want to download your Zoom app right now. Okay. But if you need the link, you need to inbox me. You need to inbox me or find my post on Facebook and actually go underneath that post and say you're interested and you need the link. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let me see if I can find this other information right here. Oh, her post is real long. I mean, her. Okay. I have to read that and tell you guys about that later. Her inbox, she inboxed me, but she inboxed me quite a bit of information. Anybody have any questions about stimulus? This is Miss Jackson. I have been blessed to have 2 tax offices here in the Dallas area. Been doing taxes for over 20 plus years. I help people with individual taxes, business taxes, individual credit, business credit, formation of businesses. And as I mentioned before, guys, this is the time to have your own business. If you are interested in having your own business, I have some options for you. And it's a business in a box, guys. It's just a business in a box, but you got to get started doing something, having your own business. People are looking for Black-owned businesses as I'm speaking right now. They are searching for people to patronize. So why not you? But they can't patronize you if you don't have a business. If you have something that you can solve, if people have problems, you have a way to solve their problems, you can make money. It's just simple as that. And this is the time to do it. The economy is looking bad, but the small businesses is actually the ones that's carrying this economy. Believe it or not, businesses. That's why they get all the breaks. Not all the breaks, got the biggest breaks when it comes to the stimulus packet. Look at how much they gave to the individuals, $1,200. Okay. But how much did they give to these businesses? Thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Okay. That lets you know right there, you need to have your own business. So think about what you want to do, what side gig you want to do, and make some of this income. Okay. The doors are open, they swinging, and you want to be able to walk in, but you want to prepare yourself and have everything in line. Okay. All right. So, guys, that is it. Do anybody have any other questions? Will we get a second check? For as we know, there's still the second stimulus is still in the Senate. Okay. The Senate will be out on recess from the 4th to the 21st, I believe. And then they will be back in session from the 22nd through August the 7th. That is the time frame that you're going to be hearing most of the information about that stimulus. That is when they actually going to be drafting the final copy and bringing it to sending it, voted on it, hopefully during that time. Okay. So we'll hear more about that at the end of July. And the reason why they have not actually continue to process that as of now is because a lot of the stimulus money that's already in the system is still in the system. They're still trying to get it out. Small Business Administration has millions and millions of dollars are just sitting there, and they actually need people. So if you guys looking for a job, you need to go to the website Small Business Administration and apply, okay, because they need people to process those loans through Small Business Administration. Also, contact tracing. Go to your state website with contact tracing and actually see if you can apply somewhere on there, either your local unemployment office. They're hiring for contact tracers also. And then I believe that's it. I think that's what all I had to say on that. Okay, guys. Hey, Miss Jackson, I had a few things I need to ask you about and need advice on. Okay, Miss Winfrey, do you want to share one of them questions right about now? I can answer. Maybe somebody else have that same question. I'll be glad to do that for you right now. But if not, I can actually give you a call. No, you call me. You have my number. You already have my personal number, Miss Winfrey. So you can actually go ahead and give me a call in about 15, 20 minutes because I'm getting ready to close this out. Okay? Okay, guys, I am done for today. Y'all have no questions. Oh, let me look on this other platform. Let me look at this other platform right quick and see if I have any questions here. I do not have any questions over here. So I am done for today. Okay. Let's see. I will call you. Yes, ma'am. It's about stocks. Oh, so did you get my list about them stocks, Miss Winfrey? Okay. And she mentioned about the stocks, guys. And I mentioned that on my last Facebook Live. As I mentioned also on the last Facebook Live, you might have heard people say that this is the time that you might hear the term that it is a season of transferring of wealth. You might have heard that. So you need to pay attention. Sit up and pay attention, guys, because it's happening. It is really, really happening. Don't stay focused on that. You got the coronavirus. We have civil unrest. This money is still moving. Okay. That's what money is called. What is the term for money? Currency. What is currency in electricity? That means it's moving. So the money is still moving. Okay. It's moving from one hand to the next, guys. And this is the time that the playing field has been leveled. Okay. So you have an opportunity to get into the stocks, a little bit of nothing to get into it and get you a stockbroker account. Okay. If you need that information, inbox me. I can get you that information and you want to learn about it. Okay. Also, I mentioned about cryptocurrency, and that's where I'm going to leave it at. Cryptocurrency, you need to study cryptocurrency, blockchain, and cryptocurrency. Okay. Digital wallet and digital coins. Okay. So, Miss Jackson are done for today. May God bless you. You all be encouraged. Pray for me and I will pray for you. And no matter what's happening, God is still in control, guys. God is still in control. Okay. All right. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you guys on tomorrow, approximately about 3:00 p.m. Central Time. And inbox me if you're interested in being part of that webinar tonight at 7 p.m. Central Time. All right. Bye-bye.